Stop settling for the boring, bland, classic potato salad every holiday season. This year, try something different. I'm going to provide you with the recipe for you to try out with your friends and family this holiday season. It's packed with flavor, full of spices, and personally, I think it's a lot easier to prepare than the classic potato salad. And I'm going to be making that right here on Beyond the Garden. Beyond the Garden, the vegetarian cooking experience that explores healthy but tasty vegetarian and vegan cuisine. And I have been supplying you all with a lot of recipe and meal ideas that you can incorporate into your holiday meals that are coming up. And I'm not just talking about for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's. I mean, we pretty much have holidays all year round. So take these recipes that I'm showing you. If you can't fit them in over the next couple months, then definitely save them and archive them and use them some other time. And they're also great for day-to-day meals as well. So today we are cooking what I like to call a non-traditional curried red potato salad. I know there's a lot going on, but trust me, there's a lot of flavor and spice that your tongue will thank you for later. So first of all, the sauce or the dressing really makes this potato salad, so we're really going to focus on that. And as I mentioned, it's a red potato based salad. So I've got about 1 pound of red potatoes that I cooked earlier and kind of cut them into chunks. And very simple. It only takes them about 15 minutes to cook. I suggest cut them in chunks and then boil them. Don't do it afterwards, right? So let's get started. I've got my hot skillet right here. Let me pour some oil in the skillet. Make sure it's nice and hot, because we're actually going to cook some of the components that are going to go in the dressing. Bring out some of that flavor. We've got some white onion. Feel free to use a red onion if you want. We've got some red bell pepper. And got a little bit of jalapeno peppers. Add a little heat. You won't find this in your traditional potato salad. So we're going to let this cook till it's softened up a little bit, mainly until the onions are a little clear. All right, now that we've let our veggies kind of soften up a little bit, now we're going to add in that flavor and that spice that I was telling you about. Like I said, you're not going to find any of these spices in your traditional boring mustard and mayonnaise-based Southern-style potato salad. That's all I ate growing up. And so now I've kind of transitioned into a different type of potato salad that I'm hoping to make a classic in my own household. So first we're going to start off with some curry. Got about 2 tablespoons of that. And yeah, this would definitely be a different scent when people walk into your home. They're going to be like, curry mixed with some sage and nutmeg? It's going to be a crazy combination, that's for sure, of scents going on in the house. And it's okay. Some of the seasoning is going to stick to the bottom of the skillet, and that's okay. And so next I'm going to add some turmeric, however you want to pronounce that. Next I'm going to add a little bit of coriander, a little bit of cumin. Stir that up. I'm going to add a little bit of celery salt. You know what, to get some of this flavor off the bottom, I was going to wait until later. I'm going to go ahead and add some lime juice. We're going to add the rest of the lime. We don't need to add much. We just want to deglaze the bottom. help us get some of that flavor in the bits off the bottom. Next, add just a little bit of cayenne pepper based on your heat index. We've already added some jalapeno peppers, but then we're going to add a couple of other ingredients that are going to kind of offset the heatness or the hotness of this recipe, of this dressing. Let that cook a little bit. Add just a little bit more oil. Help it out a little bit. Smells. We need smell-o-vision at this point. It smells really great. I first discovered this and made this recipe a couple months ago in May, back on Memorial Day weekend when my parents came down to visit. And it was really good. My husband actually liked it, and he does not typically like potato salad. He grew up on the same type of potato salad I did, basically with eggs and onions, celery, you know, potatoes, sweet relish, mayonnaise, and mustard. And he actually liked this. And what helped is the onions are cooked, so people that don't like raw onions but like sauteed and cooked onions, it goes great with this potato salad. So I think I have this about where I want it. So we've got the onion mix here. So you do need a food processor. Don't be intimidated by using the food processor. This is just to make sure we get a well blended dressing that's going to coat our potatoes. So here, make sure you all can see this. We're going to go ahead and pour in the veggie and onion mix. And it's very easy to double this recipe. Just use twice of everything pretty much. It's very simple. I mean, it's no big science, no crazy science behind it or anything. Usually it becomes an issue when you bake and you're trying to double a recipe. That's where the science comes into play, because you've got interactive ingredients, all the other stuff to help stuff rise, fall, all the craziness. Here you don't have to worry about that. And I like these type of recipes because you don't have to do a lot of measuring out of stuff. You can kind of just throw it in and make it to taste. So we've got that in there. Here I'm going to add in some garlic. I've got some ginger. What we're going to do here first is kind of make this, get this softened up a little bit first. All right, now I'm going to add in some raisins. Of course, with your raisins, you want to make sure that you kind of plump them up a little bit. Make sure you get some hot boiling water first. Pour it over. It just has to cover the raisins a little bit. And this is about a cup, maybe half cup of raisins. You can put more here if you want. And this is this great sweet flavor that's going to offset the jalapeno peppers that you put in here and the cayenne peppers. All right, so it's starting to get chopped up. Now I'm going to add some mayo. You typically want to add, you can add about as much as you want that's going to cover the potatoes. So typically you want to try to do about maybe a cup. And this is actually veganese. So if you're making this, of course, for a vegan, use veganese. If you want to not go vegan for the day, then just use regular mayo. Or an alternative is actually, you can forego this mayo and you can make this, you can just drizzle your potatoes actually with olive oil and just toss it with this mix. So you can forego any creaminess if you don't really like that type of potato salad. Just drizzle your potatoes with a little bit of olive oil and then put the mix in with that and toss it lightly, and it'll be pretty good. So just enough to kind of coat that a little bit. Gonna add in some cilantro. Add in some lime juice. You want to add one full lime. All right. All right. Think we're solid. Think we've got it. So this dressing, you can smell the flavor. Bet you can't wait to taste it either. What I'm going to do, since I've made quite a bit of mess, I'm going to clean some of this mess up. Then we're going to combine our potato salad, our curry red potato salad, and then I'm going to plate it up and I'm going to dig in. I'll see you here in a couple seconds. All right, welcome back. Now that I've cleaned up the clutter a little bit, I know there was a lot going on with like the cooking and the food processing. And like I said, don't let the food processor like deter you from trying this recipe. It's very delicious. If you, like I said, I gave you an option. If you don't like the whole creamy base type of potato salad, then just blend all your veggies with the cilantro and the raisins and all your seasonings in the food processor. Put it in the bowl with your potatoes and add some olive oil. Here, so typically the classic potato salad has some type of it has eggs to it usually. So since I'm keeping this vegan friendly, I actually have some silken tofu and I'm just going to get my hand in there. I'm going to crumble it up. You can use firm tofu if you want, but I feel like silken tofu gives you more of a an egg texture to it. So I'm just getting some and just crumbling it up a little bit. You can forgo this. I mean, it's not going to make or break this recipe. So just a little bit, probably about a half a container of it is fine. I know that looks messy, but it tastes really good. So let me just lightly it just gives it a different texture. When you eat, you kind of bite into those potatoes. All right, enough of that. Now we're gonna put the sauce on that we've worked so hard for, blended it all up. Look at that beautiful color, beautiful color. Something different, right? For those, I trust you try this. For those that are like, I don't like potato salad, be like, you haven't tried this potato salad. So I would say make a little side dish of this, have people try it out, see if they like it. And now we're just going to toss this. And you know what? I wouldn't even position it as like potato salad. Like try to come up with something different. Just say like, I don't know, potato side, or say it's an Indian inspired dish. They'll probably be more apt to try it if you say that than potato salad, especially if they don't like potato salad. So this is great. I mean, beautiful color. You've got the cilantro, you've got the curry, you've got some red bell pepper in here. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. Why wouldn't you want to have this on your table for Thanksgiving or Christmas? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and plate some up and try it out for you folks until you can try it at home. Don't forget you've got raisins in here. You could even put cranberries in here if you wanted to, if you're not a huge raisin fan. I mean, you can get creative. Like I said, everything, the recipes I show you, make them, take them, make them your own. I'm going to dig in here. Really good. You can really taste the cilantro and the lime and the curry. It's really good, folks. You've got to take this recipe, try it out. It's really easy to make. You don't even have to wait for the holidays to try this dish. So the next time you're caught up in a vegetarian and a vegan meal dilemma, remember, go beyond the garden because it's tastier on the other side. Until next time, you all take care.